Hello, 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 and welcome to Flights of Fandom, the show where we create an improvised fan fiction using tabletop role-playing games. I'm David, he, him. I'm a graphic designer, an illustrator, and a game designer. If you want to check out my stuff, you can go over to dbb-8.itch.io. You can also check out my Instagram and Twitter at dbrunelbrutman. And this week we are kicking off One Shot Month. We have a whole, 3 weeks of, 3 weeks is a month. We have a whole 3-week month of one shots coming at you from lots of different fun little fandoms that we're just gonna dip into briefly, give you just a little taste, and then scoot on to the next one. So tonight, we're kicking things off with our first fandom, Archer, and we're gonna be playing the game Mission Accomplished by one Jeff Stormer.
Hello, it's me.
Yeah, so with that, let me kick it over to Jeff, and we can go around and introduce ourselves. Jeff.
Hello, my name is Jeff Stormer. I am a podcaster, game designer, and the unofficial official art designer of the Olive Garden restaurant. I am here as a game designer first and foremost, and also just a friend of the Flights of Fandom. I think that's you know what? Let's rearrange. Friend first, game designer second. Yeah. I am here. We're going to play Mission Accomplished, which is a role-playing game I wrote about super spies and office meetings. People have told me over the last 4 years that there is a direct similarity in the art and gameplay and structure and writing of the game in the world of Archer. Frankly, I guess I maybe see it on account of my direct
wacky accident.
What? How did this happen? Who knew it was gonna be? But yeah, so I've been wanting to play this game in the world of Archer for the last, literally since, this is a true story. The earliest version of Mission Accomplished is a one-page document that I wrote, and I was like trying to figure out the theme of it. I was trying to figure out like what I wanted to set this game in, and I realized I had downloaded the Archer font onto my computer, and ever since that moment, this has been an Archer game. Like that was the moment that I was like, oh, I'm writing Archer. Done. Let's make this an Archer game. So like this has been the thing that I've wanted to do ever since I first put pen to paper about the game Mission Accomplished. So I could not be more excited about playing it with all of you. But let's go ahead and run through the rest of the cast. Let's throw it over to Hopper. Hopper, how you doing today?
Oh, fuck, that's me. What's up, everybody? I'm Hopper. Nice to meet. We've got some new viewers in chat. That's dope. I assume you're here to see the excellent Jeff Stormer. I'm Hopper. I'm kind of the resident dumpster fire of this here shindig. And
for now, I'm gunning for your spot, but it's fine.
Excuse me, I have that spot. We're gonna have words.
We can both be, you know that really great video of the dumpster on fire floating away in a flood? Yeah. We can be multiple disasters at once.
That's true.
And I use they, them pronouns, and I am generally found here on Flights of Fandom, as well as the one of the other shows on this amazing network, A Hole in the World, which is an Invisible Sun actual play. And I'm just, and occasionally I write stuff and put it out into the world, but mostly I'm just here.
All right. Well, I'm excited to be playing with you. This is going to be wonderful. Let us throw it over to our good friend Pooja.
Hello, everybody. I am Pooja. I am a TTRPG player, occasionally writer. That's a new thing. General person who putters around on the internet on Twitter at Pooja. And I have a very, very busy July with lots of shows and fun things to watch, but I will save that till the end of the show.
All right. And then last but not least, we have my good friend and yours, Bill. Bill, give us your introduction.
Hey everybody, my name's Bill. You can find me on Discord. I'm at Ghostspike. I am privileged to have known Jeff the longest of anyone here, and was also an original backer of the Kickstarter campaign to get Mission Accomplished made, and I'm so thrilled to be here today playing it with you. on Flights of Fandom.
I couldn't be more excited.
This is so much fun.
I'm so excited. So, I believe we have introduced all of our players. Should I go ahead and give the pitch of the game that we're playing and segue us into the world?
Let's do it.
All right. So Mission Accomplished, as I said, is a role-playing game about super spies and office meetings. The game begins after, well, the mission is accomplished. You are a team of super spies. You are the best of the best of the best of the best. And you have come back from a successful mission. You have saved the world. You have blown up the Doomsday device. You have stopped the bad guys. But all of that was the easy part, because now comes the really, really hard part, which is sitting down with your friendly HR manager in a debriefing room to suss out who gets credit for all the things that went right and who gets the blame for all of the things that went wrong. At the end of this meeting, somebody is getting that sweet, sweet corner office, you know, the one with the floor-to-ceiling windows and the company credit card that's just for emergencies. And somebody is getting, I don't know, burned or sent to Siberia or shot in the back of the head. I don't know. There's a lot of shades of gray that are going to unfold outside of the corner office promotion. As I said, the structure of this game is basically an episode of Archer, so there's very little segue that needs to happen for us to kick the game off. Should I go ahead and get us started?
Yes.
All right. Kick off my background. Greetings, agents. My name is Cyril Figgis. Miss Archer is not unfortunately, Miss Archer is enjoying a much needed vacation at the moment. And I am here. I am your replacement mission control representative for the evening. But I do want to make one thing clear. This is not a substitute teacher situation. This is not a chance for you to goof off. I expect you to treat me with all of the respect and gravitas that a member of the mission control team deserves. I'm sorry, do I see some snickering? Is there something funny? Is there something funny about a respected member of the agency stepping into the mission control role?
I think there is, sir. I think there is something funny, sir.
I'm sorry, who are you?
Taylor. Whittier.
Taylor, please tell the class what you think is so funny.
Well, I don't think it's funny at all, actually.
Okay,
I could just see why other people would think that it's funny.
Then spit it out.
Yeah, one of the video things on the Zoom, sir.
Oh my God, Ted! Just tell him.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
You're an alien, sir.
Oh my God! I'm an alien. Oh my God! Okay, I'm gonna turn this.
I don't think it's funny though, for the record.
Okay, I'm gonna turn this.
You never sounded better.
That's sarcasm, sir.
No, it's really not.
You're doing a great job, honey. Keep it up. You're
on mute, sir.
I don't think he has any idea. He's just.
Why is Ted out to ruin our fun?
I was on mute.
It's Taylor.
I was on mute. I'm back now. I'm back. I'm good. Thank you.
You're good. You sound good, sir.
Thank you. Don't be a suck up.
I'm sorry, sir.
All right. Well, agents, we appreciate you joining us today. We understand that it is after hours. We understand that is not the normal 9 to 5, but we've needed to call this mission. We understand that the operation was a bit of a tremendous success. We understand that the operation was successful. We understand that the Bull, the leading money handler of the international black market, had entered into an illicit underground poker tournament on international waters, carrying with him a considerable amount of money earmarked for any number of criminal, terrorist, or illicit operations. That money can be recovered. It can greatly hinder the capabilities of any number of clandestine organizations and possibly convince the Bull to seek sanctuary with the agency, which, in the words of Miss Archer, Chud-ching. Not sure what that means, but yes, thank you all for contributing to the operation to bankrupt the Bull of this on international waters illegal poker tournament. We appreciate your efforts. The mission was a success and we salute you for that. However, we did need to call this meeting to reflect the number of ethical violations, protocol problems, a handful of war crimes, at least one account of a I'm not even going to say those words. There are a couple things that we need to get into, and I'm going to hopefully get to the bottom of them with you. Hopefully we will be able to let you out and enjoy the rest of your evening. So I think that we should just go ahead and dive right in. I have given us an overview of the assignment. would anyone like to come forward and can we talk about the things that went wrong? Does anybody have an idea of what I'm talking about when I say that? And now this is gameplay. This is a part of the game. I've introduced the assignment. I've given each of you a dossier that I believe that I might share with. Can I post this directly in the chat, or do I have to send it to someone?
Yeah, put it in the chat.
I'm gonna put it in chat if people want to take a look at it. Take a look at that as well. I'm going to ask each of our agents. I am also going to come up with one to describe one thing that went horribly wrong on the assignment that we don't know who is responsible for. These can be very small things like somebody forgot to set up their out of office. These can be calamitously large things like the boat that this whole mission was set on sank and hundreds of innocent people died. Really, there's a wide field for us to play in. I think the thing that I am going to throw out is our I haven't looked through this in a while, and I forgot that one of the items on here, the office protocols, was the tipping policy. I think that we have gotten several angry emails. No, even better. The agency, our building, has received several bad Yelp reviews from angry waiters who were tipped poorly on this International Waters underground poker tournament. So we need to figure out who has tipped badly, who has violated our tipping policy of a minimum of 20% to all waitstaff. We have to figure out who is responsible for poor tipping during the course of the operation.
That was the war crime you were talking about, right?
I do feel like we do take tipping and gratuities very seriously in the agency. Frankly, we pull a lot of our field agents from low level positions because, if we're being honest, not a lot of people miss them if they disappear. So we put a lot of we intend on treating waitstaff very nicely, so that if we need to drag them into it, most of them think that they're getting credit towards or some sort of exposure opportunity for their screenplay. So we have to try to treat waitstaff very, very nicely.
Well, Rex Heckcastle always tips at least 30 to 50% minimum. So
well, Rex,
I don't think you're going to.
We're not at the personal accomplishments phase yet, so
well,
I am going to ask you to table this.
Every phase is a personal accomplishments phase when you're Agent Rex Heckcastle. That's me.
We understand that. Does anybody else have another thing that went horribly wrong?
Um,
I'm sorry, Tyler.
It's Taylor.
You don't have to raise your hand.
Oh, thanks.
But I do appreciate it.
There was
I think you should raise your hand. It'll keep you in your place.
Yes, sir.
Great.
An endangered species was killed.
All of them?
Pookums, the tiger.
Well, that would probably explain the animal rights groups that have filed a class action lawsuit against the agency. So thank you for letting us know about that.
I have recused myself from that class action lawsuit because I'm a member of that organization.
We do appreciate that. We do appreciate that very, very much.
Thank you.
What else? So what else has gone horribly wrong during the mission?
Is nobody gonna talk about the fact that a bunch of people had to jump off the boat naked?
What part of the mission was? What part of?
Technically there was a dress code,
That seemed like the correct part of the mission.
We do take the dress code very seriously. If people were evacuating the boat naked, that is a serious problem that we will have to investigate.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm having a little bit of trouble with my camera, but
understandable. Zoom meetings are delicate matters. We're trying to.
There we go.
We're trying to be flexible. We understand this is the new normal, distributed workforces. We understand, so we appreciate. Now, granted, you are in the office about 300 feet from where I'm sitting right now, so I don't know why you're not in the meeting room, but we'll talk about that another time.
It's social distancing. It's
understandable. Understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Please continue with what you were going to say went horribly wrong in the assignment.
I figured we should talk about all the napalm. That was a bit of a problem. And it released into a protected environment. Which
Is that what killed the tiger?
They actually did.
No, honey, the tiger was something else. That's the big kitty cat.
It's fascinating. We do have record of that on account of the other separate lawsuits from the environmental conservation organizations, you can start to see why we needed to have this meeting.
I think the ocean
Greenpeace
better
was
on
very
fire.
upset.
Depositions start tomorrow, so we really need to get all of our stories straight now before we start getting subpoenaed. Sorry, Rex, you were saying something.
Subpoenas?
Well, that's not appropriate. This is a professional environment.
That's what I'm saying. That doesn't seem appropriate at all for a professional environment.
Show some respect for yourself and your job.
That's what I'm asking here. I don't know why we're talking about some penis. Seems inappropriate for a Zoom work conversation.
Did I say some? I'll rewatch the recording. I cannot. I really hope that there's not footage of me saying some penis that's gonna make it onto YouTube. Please tell us the last thing that went wrong on the assignment.
Everybody except for Cyril receives a Zoom message to the video that Sarah Lee has just posted of Cyril saying subpoenas onto YouTube.
While she's
set to a dubstep track.
Oh,
Yeah,
my camera's acting up. I don't know what's happening. Come on.
I'm sorry.
I'm completely in the office.
We appreciate that. We appreciate that you made the effort to come in. We're not trying to judge our remote employees, but we do appreciate taking the effort to come into the office.
Yeah, totally. Like, yeah. That's my monitor.
It looks like your hand is on that. For real.
It totally is. I know sometimes my hand has a life of its own. I mean, fabulous nails, what you gonna do? But yeah, totally in the office. Yeah.
Well,
So,
all of our
Rex,
hands have
give us
lives
the-
of their own in their own way.
Rex, give us the last thing that went horribly wrong.
Well, honestly, I think this was a net benefit, but if we're going to start talking about things that went wrong, I would have to cite the piracy. That seems to me to be the biggest hitch in the whole shebang. And certainly it made my whole deal look way less cool.
We're less focused on you looking cool than we are.
Well,
an empowered
that seems
army
like
of
a you problem.
Well,
I thought you looked really cool.
again, nobody needs to suck up.
Thank you, Tyrone. I really appreciate that.
Welcome.
Okay, so we've got our list of what went wrong on the assignment. Now, let me look at my notes. So I am so sorry. We were supposed to backtrack. We missed the team building exercise. We missed the togetherness exercise. I realized
I didn't want to say anything, but I noticed that.
You should have said something. Why didn't you say something? You need to be willing to call out authority, Terry.
I'm sorry.
All right, so we're actually going to take a brief around the room. I will start. We'll do an icebreaker exercise, and I'm going to ask each of you for the following: your name, your pronouns, your role within the organization. That is to say, your area of expertise, why you were hired by the agency, how you contributed to the assignment. Maybe this is. Rex, this is the personal accomplishment section. And then, a fun fact, because we're really more of a family here. That's not technically on the agenda, but I'm adding that in because I kind of think of myself as the fun boss. So, my name is Cyril Figgis. I am a member here of the agency. I am a tenured member.
Sorry, honey, I didn't quite get that. Could you say your name one more time?
Cyril Figgis.
Thank you.
I am acting mission control representative. I am here to coordinate all of our reports, both written and verbal. I am here to lead the meeting. And my fun fact is that every Friday, it used to be my significant other. It used to be my girlfriend and I. We would do Thai food on Fridays. And we had a fun name for it and everything, but we landed. People started calling it Thai Friday, which was a much better name than what we had come up with. But now I do it alone. And
What
you know,
what did you call it? Like pad thai days?
I don't want to get into it's eating dinner alone is a beautiful opportunity to reflect on the day, and I don't think there's anything to be embarrassed about.
I agree.
It is a perfect opportunity to, like, you know, celebrate one's own love, to love oneself. I think is a beautiful thing, and I'm not in a place right now to be in a relationship, and I don't think that's a bad thing.
Hey Cyril, maybe you should like get a friend.
Well,
I volunteer.
See?
I'm gonna move on. Sarah Lee, would you like to introduce yourself and run through the assignment?
Howdy, y'all. I'm Sarah Lee, Gillette, and I'm here. I'm here on a temporary basis on loan. I'm currently. I just retired from another 3-letter agency, and I heard my third cousin was working at a cute little shindig operation down here, and so I decided to swing on through, and so I'm going to be here for the next 9 months. But my special. Yeah.
We appreciate having you. We appreciate having you on the team. Your third cousin is a valued member of the organization, and we look forward to him exiting the hospital and coming out of traction. We hope that we think that the coma is going to clear up any day now.
That sounds about right for Ray. He really tends to get a bit the short end of the stick, as it were. Anyways, my specialty on a team, apparently that's not a word I can say in this accent, we like to think of it as creative methods of rapidly accelerating the exploration of individuals. Back at the agency that I definitely didn't work for many years. But I come up with creative ways to make people stop being problems.
We really appreciate that. Now, again, not on the agenda, but why don't you let us know a fun fact and also how you contributed to the success of this assignment?
Well, I have to say, I feel like I was quite proud of my role in this assignment. There was a certain amount of kerfuffle, and we had a couple issues with certain piratey elements engaging in uncouth behaviors, and I was able to show them out with great vigor and poison.
You know, the methods are effective.
Well, sometimes you just got to show people some love and give them some nice, fresh, homemade iced tea. And sometimes that iced tea's got to be laced with just straight up cyanide. Covers the almond scent real well. Put a little bit of peach in there, twist a mint, twist a lemon.
This vodka tastes like almond. It's fine.
Don't worry about that.
Would you like to give us a fun fact?
Fun fact about me. I was actually adopted. I didn't know I was related to Ray until recently. So that's weird parallelism or whatever it's called. But my father was you may have heard of him. His name was Beauregard. And he was a rather well-known equestrian who died rather tragically while extremely drunk. And he ran onto the expressway with his horse after a race. It was quite a tragedy. But I love horses. They are the best creatures in the world. And I make a mean mint julep.
You know, we really appreciate that. I know that our commitment to after hours self-improvement is wonderful. We appreciate the mixology class that you've been teaching. And so I would like to give you a commendation die for your efforts teaching us mixology after hours, and for the lecture you gave on horses. Granted, it was not required and no one asked for it, and it just sort of seemed like you were walking through the hallways talking about horses, but we still appreciate it, and I'd like to give you a commendation die for your efforts. Commendation dice are the way that we've launched we're calling it the algorithmic promotion protocol, the app. It's the way that our app tracks your successes as an agent and your your adherence to the 7 habits of highly effective Black Ops agents. This is how we monitor improvement opportunities. This is how we monitor promotion opportunities. So I want to give you your first commendation die for all the work that you've done in the mixology field around the office. It's made our lives a little better, and I gotta say, this almond cocktail that you've made me is simply absolutely delightful.
I'm so glad you're enjoying it. Drink up, dear.
Now let's go over next to Tommy.
It's Taylor. I feel like I've done these with all of you so many times. I did get a nice call sign officially, Killjoy. I like that one a lot. And also Sterling started calling me FNG, which I understand means friendly new guy, which is really funny because I've been here for a while. So
Really?
as you all know, yeah.
I don't
Did you
think
complete
I've
the
seen you around anywhere.
Have you completed the onboarding course?
I helped revise the onboarding course.
Oh.
Okay. Well,
yeah, I know how all of you take your coffee.
Well,
that's how I usually interact with you.
welcome. We're happy to have you on the team.
Yeah, I've been here.
Well,
why don't you talk to us about?
Oh, thank you, Rex. You're so cool.
Well-
You actually gave me the call sign Killjoy. I don't know if you remember.
I do not.
I mean, like, was he busy at the
So,
time?
fun fact about me: I'm a Eagle Scout, amateur photographer. I have 7 fish, and like I said before, I'm a member of Greenpeace.
Oh, are you the one who like shot my model portfolio for free?
Yeah. I mean,
you know,
it
there's not
ended
a lot
up
of
being.
people who would work for exposure, but I'm so glad.
No, you agreed to pay, you just haven't yet.
I'll pay you by tagging you on Instagram. It'll be great.
Okay, but anywho, I'm really good at what I do, and I learn how to do things I'm not good at yet. And
What is it that you do?
technically, I'm an intern.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I read all the mission dossiers and the non-disclosure agreement and the employee manual, and I know about how all the benefits work and the 401ks and everything. And I just like to be useful and helpful.
Well, we
And
really
speaking of being helpful on the mission, I did learn how to drive a boat.
we appreciate that, and we're happy that we're happy to have you on the team. As a welcome to the team, I'd like to give you a commendation dice just to show you that we're really all of a family here. And I hope that as you settle into your new role in the organization, that you can really kind of settle in and find your sea legs. You see, because it was an aquatic assignment, but I really hope that as you settle in, you get used to the onboarding course, you're able to, really find a goal, find something to hold on to, find a project that's yours.
I really like this joke that you all keep playing with me every time. It's very funny.
Let's go ahead and throw it over to Nelly. Nelly, introduce yourself.
Hey, everybody. I'm sure you know me. I'm Nelly. I am the wonderful face that you see when you walk into the office. My pronouns are she, her, and I guess what do? I do like everything. Yeah, like when people need to go places, I tell them where to go, and I also know like all the places to get your hair and nails done around here, and which waiters to flirt with to get like a discount on lunch. What else? Like, is there anything else I'm supposed to say?
How did you contribute to the success of the assignment?
Oh, right. Like, I'm still not entirely sure why I was on that boat, but I mean, I couldn't say no to like the comped outfit and
Yes,
shoes,
I know.
wardrobe. Yeah, so I put
I'm
that
familiar.
to good use, and I like somebody told me that we needed like the names of the people who are there, and so I was able to get some of my girlfriends on all of the like social media stalking, and I got a lot of profiles and in like names and information from people on the boat.
No, that is wonderful. I'm appreciating the photographic evidence of the successful mission. I'm gonna go ahead and like that one.
Like, I mean,
That
whenever you need to
These
find
three.
out who like a sketchy guy some of your friends talking to on Tinder is, like, you just get your girlfriends to look him up.
Wait, people do that?
Yeah, do you go out on dates on guys you haven't like Googled?
Wait, people Google you. People Google. You Google dates.
Oh, this might explain the lonely Friday dinners.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a commendation dice and move on because I am feeling
Just
increasingly
out
uncomfortable
of
at this
curiosity, not that this would have anything to do with me, Rex Heckcastle, but if one were to Google someone before a date, what would a person find?
For
This
you,
is a
it'd be the
no.
coolest stuff.
Really
Just-
great question. Really great question.
Well, Rex, maybe you would have to like ask somebody out on a date to find the answer to that question.
Or I could just tell you what you find when you Google.
Or that.
All right.
That seems like way less fun, though.
Both of these seem like very good options.
Rex. Speaking of Rex, did we cover all of the things? We got your name, your pronouns, you contributed to the
No,
assignment?
we did not. Well, everyone here knows me. I'm Rex Heckcastle, super agent, sharpshooter, infiltration specialist, and master of disguise. I think everyone here will know that my little fun fact is I'm the only agent to ever take the certification exam 10 times, which is more times than anyone else. That's Rex Heckcastle.
It's an organization record.
It is. That's a
Yes, it is, Toby. Yes, it is.
Like- There's not a lot that impressed me, but like, big numbers are good.
big numbers.
The
are
more
good.
numbers you have, the more you have. And you can take that to the place where you take the numbers.
My phone? Okay.
Rex Heckcastle.
Rex, how did you contribute to the success of the mission?
Well, Cyril, may I call you Cyril? I'm going
prefer
to
Mission
anyway,
okay.
so don't bother responding to that question. Thanks.
Understood.
I think we can all agree that my biggest contribution to this was my flawless role as Tyler Big Wheels McGill, a genuine Texan gambling poker player who is known as a big fish around these parts, and by these parts, I mean a boat, which is what we were on when we did the mission.
that is true. That is correct. And really, weirdly, I want to make sure. I do want to give you a commendation dice for your record.
Of course you
really
do.
being a part of the history. Unfortunately, I am gonna stand up for myself today, and I'm gonna give you a citation dice because you will call me mission control. That you have to respect me. You have to respect my job. You're gonna take a citation dice.
Okay, well,
How about that?
I'm going to take this citation dice and I am going to put it over here in the garbage. And I'll just sort of collect all of them there and we can reference them later.
That sounds
And
like
I'm
a
also
wonderful
not going to listen to you.
plan. Okay.
Cyril.
It's
Did you remember to take your blood pressure medication?
It's mission control, but yes, yeah, no, not yet. I'm taking it before I go to bed as part of it's mission control.
Now, anyway,
that's
Cyril,
very
I
nice,
believe
honey.
we were talking about me, Rex Heckcastle, playing Big Wheels McGill. This was a great super disguise that I did as a Texan. And I think that I really got in there with the Forge or whatever his name was, and I think I really clinched this mission. And let me tell you, I shot a lot of people later on.
Oh my God, Rex, you should totally do the accent that you had. It was so good.
Thank you, Nelly. Let me just slip on my Master of Disguise hat right now and become Big Wheels McGill. Howdy, y'all. It's me, Big Wheels McGill, a genuine Texan gambler.
Well, how does he do it?
Yes, that's right. It was
Like
me,
raw
Rex
talent.
Heckcastle, the whole time. I know.
You like totally fooled me.
Really wonderful work. Really, really wonderful work. We're really, really pleased. Yeah.
I think you fooled me so much that I like might have like slipped the text in my number, not realizing it was you. You should like totally not hold on to that.
I'm really liking what
Well,
I'm seeing here.
when you're Rex Heck Castle, you get a lot of numbers, like I was saying. And you take those numbers to the number place with the numbers. Can't think of the name right now. I'm sure I'll get it by the end.
I'm an accountant. I could help you with that. If not number.
Oh, so you take all the numbers to Cyril? Is that how that works? Oh, that makes sense.
Do we take
I
the
always
numbers
give-
to Cyril? Is that accountant?
Yeah,
Is that what
like,
accountant
I take a
do?
lot of green folders to Cyril on a daily basis.
Huh. Numbers. That's absolutely the most boring thing I could possibly think of. Let's move on.
Let's move on. Well, agents, we appreciate you taking the time for the exercise. We are going to let me see here. We are going to yes. Okay, so next part of the assignment is we are going to ask each agent to submit. Have you all prepared your written reports? You just hand those right over to you. Just forward those over to me. Go ahead, just hit send on those emails. I noticed my inbox is empty, but you just go ahead and forward me your reports, and I'll file them in the system.
All right.
And you see Nellie on her phone furiously texting Taylor if he wrote her report for her.
Okay. Still waiting on those reports. I didn't.
Yeah,
And then,
I
you
believe
immediately get two in your inbox, one from Taylor and another from Taylor.
I believe Tyson has mine.
Taylor was proofreading mine for me because, of course, I only want to give you like the best work product.
And we really appreciate you're just that's a level of perfection that really is just it's really lovely. It's really
yeah,
really
it's why I'm the
lovely.
face of the office.
Oh, Rex, am I allowed to send that for you? Because I was proofreading it.
Tamlin, you send whatever you got. I don't
Got
write.
it. All right.
All right. Well, yeah, just want to send us those over. So, what is going to happen right now is we are going to take a 5 to 10 minute break. And in that time, I'm going to ask each of our agents I will put into the Discord the 2 agents that you'll be writing about. And here's what's going to happen. In a sentence or two, one of the 2 agents that I assign you, I'm going to give each agent 2 people to simulate the idea that one of them is sitting to your left and the other is sitting to your right. One of these 2 agents has done something to dramatically contribute to the success of the mission, the accomplishment of a secondary objective. They went above and beyond and they really knocked it out of the park. The other agent really, really fucked things up real bad. Like just completely obliterated everything. So you're going to take the 2 names that I give you. You're going to pick one positive, one negative. You're just going to write out a quick sentence that says like Sarah Lee did this, Nellie did that. You don't need to specify which one is positive, which one is negative. Just write out the 2 sentences, send them over to me, and then when we come back from break, we will do a debriefing session. I will walk through each of the things. I will ask the agents to justify their actions. I will hand out some commendation and citation dice, and then at the end of it, we will roll some dice and we will determine who's going to get that corner office and who's going to get the something back of the head. It's going to be great. Does anybody have any questions?
I have a question. When am I getting my commendation?
Well, that's going to be a citation because I already gave you one. You should really be paying attention to detail. So go ahead and take a citation dice. For
Right. I'm not really a detail guy. I believe I already explained about the trash can.
Well, go ahead and put another one in the trash can. That's going to be three total.
All right, this trash can is getting awfully full.
I think Tai Tai can help with that.
All right, this trash can is going over to Ty Guy.
All right,
Y'all are-
everybody. We are going to take a quick break to wrap up. Sorry, go ahead, Sarah Lee.
I was gonna say y'all are real. You rely very heavily on Tommy, and he's a sweet young boy, and you should be kinder to him.
Thank you, Sarah. It's Taylor.
Yeah, thank you, dear. Bless your heart.
All right. Well, on that note, we will take a quick break. I will ask our agents to just DM me your reports on Discord, and we'll come back in a few minutes, and we will have it out in our session, and things will continue to be about this level of chaotic, and I'm very excited. I will recap that mission. I have received all of our agents' reports. Tristan, thank you so much for filing all of those and proofreading them.
No problem.
I am going to I'm going to run through them I'm going to run through the mission real quick. I'm going to run through the primary objective, and then we will kick off the debriefing session. So, the mission. The Bull, the leading money handler of the international black market, has entered into an illicit underground poker tournament on international waters, carrying with him a considerable amount of money earmarked for any number of criminal, terrorist, and illicit operations. If that money can be recovered, it would greatly hinder the capabilities of any number of clandestine organizations and possibly convince the Bull to seek sanctuary with the agency, which, as Miss Archer puts it, cha-ching. So the objective is to get into the tournament and bankrupt the Bull. So that is our operation. That is our primary objective. You were able to complete that objective. Some things went wrong along the way. The last of an endangered species of tiger was made extinct. A bunch of napalm was dumped into the ocean. A bunch of people jumped naked off of a flaming boat, which was unfortunate. What else did we say went wrong? Got it here. A bunch of stuff went wrong. We'll get into
There were pirates.
There were pirates. Thank you.
Oh, there were pirates.
Also, people tipped poorly.
We
now that I
murdered
think about
them.
it.
Oh yeah, no, that was the very first thing, the poor tipping.
Once again, I have to stress that I tipped most of the funds that we were given as part of this mission. And I think that deserves a commendation. Don't you, Cyril?
I'm going to give you a citation dice. Don't tell me how to do my job.
Okay.
But also, I'm going to give you a commendation dice because you're absolutely right.
Well, I will take that, and I will put the commendation dice in my pocket, and I will take the citation dice, and I will once again throw it in the garbage.
You know what? You do with it what you need to do with it. All right, let's we've assembled our reports. We're going to run through them. I'm sorry. Was it T-Bone? T-Bone?
Taylor?
Can you take a citation dice? You really aren't supposed to be reading other agents' anonymous written reports.
Of course, sir.
Thank you.
But you said T-Bone, and now I'm kind of hungry. Are we gonna order lunch at this meeting?
Oh, unfortunately not. You see, our per diem was really met on the assignment. Mr. Archer, as it turns out, Agent Sterling Archer was actually on the assignment. We asked him why he was on the assignment, and his exact words were, to get rich, get blitzed, and get expletive deleted. Now get the expletive deleted out of my expletive deleted face. Cyril, you walking, talking, human expletive. I probably should have read that to myself before I read it.
But
to the room.
It sounds like Archer.
But in his defense, I think it probably sounded a little cooler.
I probably should have. Probably actually did sound a lot cooler. I don't want to admit that, but I have to. I have a responsibility to be transparent, and let's just get into it. Let's just ignore that. Anyway, there will not be lunch. There will not be lunch, food, or snacks during the meeting. I'm sorry. There's simply nothing we can do.
Okay, well, I just have to emphasize there will be drinks because I'm about 4 martinis in already.
Well, I would love to give you a citation dice for this, but
I think I have a Mai Tai. I don't know what that is, but
Did your
it's really
background just
tasty.
change?
No, my camera keeps acting up. I'm totally in the office.
I'm gonna go ahead and give you a commendation dice. Thank you for showing up and coming into the office and really looking lovely today. Just want to put that out there. That I Cyril gave you a commendation dice for that. I just really want that.
I mean,
noted.
Thank you, Cyril. I take my job as the front face of the office very seriously. And like, if you could convince Miss Archer to like increase my hair budget, like I could use a root touch up.
I mean,
but I'm gonna face the office, you know.
I mean,
Like,
I'm head of
important.
accounting. I could probably
Oh,
I could probably move some numbers around, but anyway, we should
There's
probably talk about
those
that
pesky
later.
numbers again.
Let's yeah, let's go
Wild.
ahead and get into the get into the assignment. I'd really I want to start with we have a report here that I really want to start off with after I type a thing into Google. I want to throw one over. I'm gonna throw this over to Theo. Theo, can I ask you a question?
Oh, sure.
I have here a report that says that you were able to actually bug the blind stud, which was the boat in which the poker tournament was taking place, and you stumbled across the secret luxury suite where the person organizing the tournament and a mysterious donor known only as $, was donating, finding his secret identity. Can I ask you, why don't we have any of that information on file?
It wasn't part of my mission duties, so
Well, it was that was a secondary objective.
But I was supposed to stay on the boat.
No, I know, but we did have that on the list of secondary. Are you saying that you didn't? You just said earlier that you had read all of the. Are you saying you didn't read the secondary?
Oh no, I
objectives?
read it. I knew. I mean, and that's why I did it. It's just
So then you didn't,
I
but you didn't give
I-
that information to mission control.
no, I just didn't take credit for it. That's all.
Well, I'm gonna have to give you a citation dice for poor team spirit. That's poor personal development. Really, like, and this is you're gonna learn. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna also give you a commendation dice as sort of a welcome to the agency. Really, I want to make sure that you understand that this is an organization that encourages you to grow. But I am gonna also have to give you a citation.
Sure.
We want you. We understand you're new. You know, we understand that
Oh,
you're gonna still learn.
This is
to
my
grow.
first field mission, and I had it was
And
a lot
really-
of fun.
We want you to really take hold of your achievements. I want you to look at someone like Rex. Rex takes a hold of a lot of Rex's achievements.
Yeah,
I take a hold of a lot of things.
I'm gonna go ahead and throw a commendation your way for really embodying what we look for in personal. Rex, can you maybe here's an opportunity for some team spirit development. Can you maybe give a little life advice to our friend Tilly?
Well, here's the thing, Treg. If I were you, I wouldn't have handed me that dossier on the boat, which had the identity of $, because I, Rex Heckcastle, am bad with documents, and I did put it in the napalm.
Okay, so I was always told that the truth is my best friend. So yeah, I wanted to let Rex take credit for it because I thought.
And you
maybe
did
it
a
would-
great job with that, and I'm doing that right now.
That's
So-
why it didn't get entered into the evidence because Rex is great at a lot of things, just not good with documents.
Now I'm hearing that you did drop official documentation into a vat of napalm.
Well, yes. But I had a
Understood.
very good reason for this. And the reason
listening.
was napalm, you want to get a lot of little bits sort of around and in the napalm before you light it off because that explosion is going to look really cool.
I mean, that's a commendation dice right there. That's clever thinking. That's ingenuity. That is good. That is good resource management. I'm going to go ahead and give you a commendation dice for that.
All right, and I will add that to my good pile, which I'm keeping in this solid gold ashtray. I stole that from the boat.
I'm keeping track of all your dice if you don't want to worry about it.
Bingo, Typo! You're doing a great job.
Thanks.
Typewriter, I'm going to have to ask you to. That's going to be a citation. Nobody. Again, I've told you 3 times. Nobody wants a suck up.
Oh, y'all are being so hard on little Timmy. Cyril, you should check in your desk drawer. I did leave you some homemade biscuits earlier with a very nice icing on them.
Thank you so much.
You're like
Sarah Lee.
so sweet, Sarah Lee.
You're
I
lovely.
know. It's just sometimes you just got to be compassionate to those around you and lull them into a sense of comfort and confidence.
really, like, take a commendation dice for really showing a sense of team spirit. We really appreciate it. And honestly, I'm not going to say that I'm not above bribery. These almond biscuits are simply divine.
I'm so glad you're enjoying
Hey,
it, dear.
Cyril, you're not allergic to nuts, right?
You know, I usually am, but there's something about is this an artificial flavor? Sarah Lee, you got to come forward if this is an artificial flavor.
It's a secret ingredient, dear. Don't ever ask a woman her age or her baking recipes. It's just rude.
That's
what my mom
fair.
always used to say.
But given that,
I have
Mother's a
seen her
wise lady,
literally
Kenny.
kill a man for asking these secrets.
all I'm saying is, ever since that incident with the cashews, a couple of years ago, we have a no nuts in the office policy, and I'm so glad that Sarah Lee is following it.
That is, Nelly. That's going to be a commendation dice for you. That's really great. Thank you for remembering thank you for remembering our protocols. Thank you for looking out for your team. I am also going to give you a citation dice. I've been trying to live that down. I've been trying to, make amends with a lot of people over the cashew incident. I've been trying to move forward. We have to give people space to grow and change. This is not, some people make mistakes, and sometimes they get a little nutty on nuts, and they do things that they regret later, and they tweet out an apology on their notes app to their 47 followers, and I'm not sure what else Mission Control is supposed to do when that happens. So I'm gonna have to give you a citation dice for that.
That's totally fair, but mistakes can be sexy if you own them.
We all get nuts on our face sometimes, dear.
Right, we all do get nuts on our face, and I feel like this was a case where I got some nuts on my face, and I don't think that's a problem. Let a man get nuts on his face once in a while. I don't think that's a problem.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Now, to be clear, the nuts policy, does that preclude going around the office and just sort of miscellaneously dumping a Costco-sized bag of party nuts into every conceivable container, just so you have something to snack on later?
Well, actually, that is a great question. We go ahead and take a commendation dice. We appreciate you trying to learn a little bit more about your position. The question is, were these agency provided party nuts? Was this bag provided by the agency, or did you bring it from home?
Well, the agency paid for it.
Well, then that's fine. Go ahead. That's another commendation dice right there. That's good. That's handling. That's good inventory management. That's good managing of company resources. That's
And Rex, that's so forward thinking for meetings where we don't have lunch.
It's great.
You know what, Nelly, that's going to be a citation dice. You don't need to be. Nobody. You shouldn't be really creepily kind of hanging on Rex's every word. It's creepy. Your coworkers.
I'm sorry. You said team spirit was important.
No, you're so, you are so right. And I really do appreciate that you heard what I said and you internalized it. And
I can buff my nails and listen at the same time.
Thank you for pointing that out. I appreciate that. And I appreciate you listening. Nelly, I actually had a question for you.
Yes.
Can I ask you, we have the tournament going on. We have the poker tournament unfolding. We have Troubadour going around and bugging the boat. Now, is there a reason that in the heat of the poker tournament, you set off a tiger attack that mauled 23 people?
Well, I didn't know that I had that effect on tigers. You see, this dress I'm actually wearing is leopard printed, and it's what I bought with my allowance. And so I just approached the tiger wearing leopard print, and I tried to say hey, buddy, what are you doing up here? And I don't know, the print set him off, and he just went running away. And it's not my fault.
It drives them
nobody
to
warned me
absolute
not to
madness.
wear animal print on a boat.
No one's using fault. No one's using the word fault. I really just want to make that clear. Legal wants to make that clear that we're not implying that anyone is at fault for anything that has happened here. That's for the courts to decide. This is merely a chat between supervisor and mentee.
Yeah,
I think is the word that we prefer.
I purchased this dress with approved money from the company, and like, who knew tigers were so sensitive that they would go off on anybody wearing like clearly not real leopard skin? Like, this is silk. Back off, bitch.
Well, unfortunately, that money was earmarked for food and incidentals, not for clothing. So I am gonna have to cite you for that. But
Who needs
but I do.
food when you can look fabulous?
Well, that's fair. I mean, I get it. You look fabulous.
Thank you.
But
do I get a commendation for not letting this stupid tiger ruin my outfit?
You know what? I mean, technically, it is company merchandise. It is company material. It was purchased with company money. So yeah, I think actually you do get a commendation dice for that. You did avoid damaging company equipment. So yeah, I guess technically.
Thanks.
Speaking of the tiger, we have the tiger is mauling people throughout the poker tournament. Now, I also have a note here that says that Rex was seen riding the endangered tiger that died, mistaking it for a bull, and that his poorly accented yeehaw was heard several floors away.
Listen,
Rex,
Cyril,
can you talk us through your thought process there?
let me tell you about this. In the heat of battle, when there's fire raging all around you, when there's pirates attacking, coming in over the side of the boat, through the portholes, when there's naked people running around you everywhere, scattering their clothes across the deck, when you see a tiger, you ride that tiger.
That's so cool.
It's very.
Yes, it is.
It's very cool. Take a commendation dice for just being, just very cool.
It was very cool, and I can't help it if that tiger's spine was not sturdy enough to support a beefy super agent like Rex Heckcastle.
Somebody should have fed that tiger more.
I should point out, while riding the tiger, me and little Pepito or whatever did maul quite a number of those pirates, which I think is a net gain.
Which actually segues really nicely into the next topic. Can anybody talk about? Does anybody have any idea who tipped the pirates off to the location?
I did tip the pirates. As I said, tipping very important. I tipped each and every one of those pirates 50%.
All right, we'll take a citation dice because you obviously know that that's not what I meant, and we're not trying to do some ridiculous word game here. What do you think that this
Rex,
is? An Abbott and
honey,
Costello routine?
50% of what?
I was going to ask. Why did I sound like you?
50% of all of it.
Of all of what?
You know, the money. The little...
There was some money?
There was a lot of money.
Do you mean the $2.8 billion of black market money that we identified was on that boat?
Well, we were supposed to recover that money, and once we recover the money, that's ours, and we can use it to tip who and whomst we please.
Okay, well then,
I believe you mean whomsoever.
I'll take that under advisement. You have my attention now, Nelly.
You know what? I just want to say, Nelly, Rex, that's a commendation dice each. That's the kind of team spirit. Sarah, Tex, I want you to note what Rex and Nelly are doing here. I want you to note this.
I've been taking notes the whole time.
Are we talking
Okay,
about the
again,
prelude to the
citation dice
that's going
again.
on?
No one likes a suck up. I don't know how many times I have to convey this to you.
That being said, you'll like totally circulate those after the meeting, right?
Oh yeah, no, I remember.
Okay, good. Then I can have my Mai Tai.
Now, actually, there is a really important question here that comes back around, and I need to know. Tate, can you I have here a note that says that you actually were able to rig the tournament when the dealer was distracted and won big after you stepped into the tournament when one of the players mysteriously died from cyanide poisoning. Can you explain how then that money ended up in Rex's hands so that he could give $2.8 million of black market money to a bunch of pirates?
Okay, so I was supposed to stay on the boat, and then I'm sorry.
Wait
Rex,
a second, you were on the boat?
I drove you guys there. I drove the boat.
Oh,
I thought that was an automatic boat. That was one of those
Taco is
robot
really
boats.
good at like
I mean, I learned how to.
cosplaying, so we probably just didn't notice him.
Oh,
So-
is this that thing you were telling me about, dear? The oh wait, oh, I'm doing your accent now.
It's really nice, though.
This is that thing. y'all were
Listen,
telling
take it
us
from
about
a
with the,
genuine master of disguise. Accents are hard. It's taken me years of practice. You'll
and
get
you're
it.
doing so great,
Yes.
Rex. You're doing such a good job, honey. Keep it up. This is like that LARPing thing you always talk about, isn't it, Tater?
That's must be somebody else. I don't do LARPing. But,
But
so
Thaddeus,
no,
why did I
okay.
find like chainmail?
My
on your
therapist has
chair
been
the other
saying I need
day?
to advocate for myself a little bit more. So
I agree
I
with
was
your
supposed to
therapist.
stay on the boat, and then Rex told me to go distribute the bugging devices on the boat, and then I found $, and then I missed Rex riding around on the Tiger, but then I made it back to the poker tournament, and I had all of the fake decks of cards that was in $'s room, and I gave him one, and that's how he got the money, and I think that's the truth, because the truth is my friend.
I'm sorry, I wasn't listening to any of the things that you were just saying. Did you just say that your therapist has been saying that you need to advocate for yourself?
Yeah. Yeah.
I think
my
you need a new
therapist-
therapist.
Are you
Like
seeing,
that's some nonsense.
Are you seeing Dr. Johansson?
Yeah.
I know that you're new here, but I want
Not
you to know
really.
I want you to know that you made a friend today. I want you to know that, and I want this to go to everyone. The people that you meet are fighting battles that you don't know. And sometimes we have more in common than you think.
Yeah, like we've been working here for the same time.
I want you to know that as you get settled into your new role, I'm going to look out for you.
I appreciate
I'm going
that.
to look out for you. If you
Every time you've told me that, I've appreciated it.
If you need anything, if you need anything, Talon, if you need anything, you come to Cyril Figgis. Take
Okay.
a commendation die. Take a
Thank you
commendation
so
die
much.
in solidarity,
Oh, okay.
but also take a citation die because you should not have let that money get away.
Yes, sir.
Moving on.
Rex Heckcastle is actually his own therapist.
Now, okay. Well, thank you for sharing.
I've got something else to talk about next week. Thanks.
I'm glad.
I
I'm
hope
glad.
it's me.
Talk about the friend that
It
you
usually is.
Oh, honey.
Fantastic, Taggart.
made. I'd love to get through this without breaking, and it's never gonna happen.
I gave up a long time ago. This is my face hurts.
Now,
Yeah.
can we cycle back? I feel like we got an answer of why $2.8 billion of black market money made it to the pirates. Can anybody say who alerted the pirates to the location of the boat? Because we do have a report that it came from one of our agents. Did one of you send an email or post something to social media that maybe got picked up by pirates? Can anybody attest to any of this?
Well, but when I was on my way back to the boat, I found that one of the members of the boat band, one of the instruments was actually a giant radio receiver disguised as a tuba.
Oh, and you didn't
Oh,
think to tell anyone that.
Wait, is that
Well, that
why
was
I had
after the
perfect
pirates were
signal
already there.
on the boat? I was
Yeah.
like, it was so great. You know, I told you like all my friends, they were doing all of the like stalking of people to figure out.
Which
their
I
social
have a
media
lot
handles.
more. I have a lot more questions about that, but that's neither here nor there.
But
Can
like
they
this radio receiver
screenshot
is
or it's fine. It's fine.
this radio receiver is why we had such good signal on the boat. It
Yeah,
gave us
no-
like live update. So it was really
Yeah,
good in terms
was-
of like blending in.
Yeah. But the pirates were already there, so I think that was,
that probably
it had already
explains-
happened.
That probably explains how the pirates made it on the boat. Nelly, I'm going to give you a commendation dice for really forging positive relationships with the crew and the staff there were
thank you.
consequences, but we do appreciate that. Though I have to say, actually, this is a good segue to a little bit of an issue. We do have reports that people were poorly tipped, and I also have a report here that one Sarah Lee was seen tending bar suspiciously close to the tip jar. Can you maybe attest to what happened? Was there? It sounds like that tip money did not make it to the staff.
You mean the exorbitant amount of money that Mr. Hexcastle had so kindly and generously given to the waitstaff?
Yeah.
I can't speak
I
to
did
that.
a great job with that, and we all know it.
Yes,
I got free
honey.
drinks all night, so someone did their job right.
Did you tip?
But I mean, that's what Tahoe is for. Like Tahoe handles my bills all night.
No, I was on the boat.
Yeah, like so was I, and you were handling my bills. That's what you always do, right? Like when we go to lunch.
I'm gonna go ahead and give Rex a commendation and everyone else a citation because it sounds like it was sort of a group effort for not.
That seems correct to me.
Okay, I'm sorry if Taylor does it. Like,
I'm gonna go. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and push back on
It's
that.
not. That's not right. Okay.
mission control.
Take a citation dice for poor team spirit. At least learn the kid's name.
It's
granted, he's new.
TAILOR. Like he also like hemmed my dress once. Okay.
Mission control.
It's true.
Just to be very clear, as part of my functionality on this mission, I was mixing drinks for everybody, including the pirates that I so eloquently put down like the dirty dogs that they are. And
Oh yeah, Sarah Lee.
Wait a second,
suspicious.
Sarah. Are you telling me that every single one of those pirates that I shot and or mauled with a tiger was already poisoned anyway?
I'm sorry, honey. They were already destined for death. They just didn't know it yet.
You scooped
gonna
me.
be
You scooped me
But
good,
hey,
and I admire
Sarah
that.
Lee-
Sarah,
means-
that's gonna be a citation. Don't scoop your coworkers.
No.
poisoned-
Now, Cyril, you know what? I'm
Cyril,
gonna step in here,
chronologically.
and Sarah, I'm actually gonna give you a commendation for that because
Hey,
I think
What?
you really
Well,
showed
okay,
some
now-
initiative.
hey, Mission Impossible. Like, Sarah Lee
I like that.
totally makes delicious margaritas. Like, okay, so that's like how I got free drinks all night.
Oh, well then also, Sarah, go ahead and take a commendation.
Like-
Thank you for looking out for your teammates.
Hooking a girl up, yeah.
And it would be suspicious if I were to tip myself. That is typically something that is not done when
That
it's
actually
working
makes
well.
sense.
Also, hey guys, not all tips are monetary. Some people are very happy to take tips that come in other forms, especially when you're wearing a low-cut dress.
Oh, don't I know it?
Rex,
all
do you
right.
have a lot of experience wearing a low-cut dress?
Like I said, Sarah Lee, master of disguise and seduction. That's part of the disguise. But
the dresses look great. I'm gonna go ahead and
Mm.
like that one and those two and
Okay,
I'm telling you, they're a
it's not
great
Rex
not
looks
sucking
great.
up to say, Mr. Figgis, you're not supposed to be on your phone during a debriefing meeting. I'm not sucking up now, am I?
Oh my
Well-
God, snitch!
well now I appreciate this. You know, you're new. I've been around. I've heard a few people that have done time, and I recognize you try to spot the biggest dog in the yard. You try to take a shot on your first day, and I respect that. I'm gonna give you a commendation dice for it. I'm also gonna give you a citation because no one likes a snitch.
I know, Talbot. Like, get it together.
Now that said, I am gonna go back and look at my phone. Rex, I'm gonna give you a commendation dice because honestly, like, I'm gonna.
I
I'm gonna
look
put this
great.
away. I'm gonna put that away. I'm gonna.
So you were like, wait, I totally missed that. You were wearing a dress and a cowboy hat and riding a tiger?
It's a great look. I'm not gonna miss words.
Hmm.
it was one of
You
my
know when I said
finest
like
moments,
the embarrassing things
and
if you wear
my
them confidently,
sexiest.
they're sexy? That's what I meant.
Well, I'm gonna take control of the meeting now and move us forward. And gonna move us forward now. We're moving forward.
You got this, dear.
Thank you. Take a commendation dice because for recognizing my authority. I also
And respecting it as well.
I think I'm
Respecting
gonna
this
go ahead
authority.
and give myself a citation for not recognizing your authority. Just sort of preemptively.
Well, I would want to give you a citation dice for not recognizing.
But
my
I gave myself
authority.
one already, so
But you gave yourself.
here we are,
one
Cyril.
already.
Here we are.
That
It's okay, Cyril. Even after all this is done, I totally appreciate everything you do with those numbers and the screen files.
thank you.
Those little numbers, they keep coming up.
I
know.
I have a report here about Tron. Tron, can you explain? I have a report here that you convinced the bull to switch sides when he stepped away from the poker table. However, the bull is also dead. Can you explain, like, what happened in between the bull signing off on becoming an asset of the agency and also the bull dying? I'm not asking you to rat out one of your coworkers, even though you are a well-documented, according to the notes of this meeting, a well-documented snitch, rat, tattletale. I'm not asking you to rat anyone out. I'm just asking you to point to one of your coworkers and say it was them, they did it, and they should be punished.
All I know is that I saw the bull agree to switch sides and then ate a piece of shrimp and then fell over dead.
Okay.
Allergies.
Allergies?
And everybody knows you can't develop allergies suddenly through some sort of mysterious injection means developed by the CIA in the 1970s.
Well,
Food allergies are not
this is true.
adaptable.
This is true.
You can't just catch
Cyril-
a food allergy, dear.
Cyril knows this.
Yeah, Cyril, you can't just catch a food allergy. Everybody knows that.
Catch a food allergy. No, you're right. That's, you know what? Tron, go ahead and take a commendation dice. We appreciate your honesty in the report. That's the type of thing that you know, it means a lot to me as mission control and to the organization that you're able to, on your first day on the job, really kind of speak up and present a really honest and forthright view of things, and we appreciate that. We think that's a sign of great things to come.
It was my first field mission. I've been
I'm
here
like
for several
so
years.
proud of you, Thatcher. You did such a good job.
Have you done the onboarding course yet?
No,
I
I helped-
totally gave him his whatever forms for the IRS. Like totally
Yeah.
done.
Wonderful,
Don't worry
wonderful.
about it.
Wonderful.
So it's clearly not my first day because we're talking about things I've done in the past.
No, like it was like 2 days ago. Like it's okay. The first couple of days are just watching videos, and then you do your real job.
This is true.
Right.
This is true.
Yeah, the sexual harassment video
it's
is a
been a-
very important one. I hope you were paying attention. Teo.
It's been a very rough year for all of us, sweetie. Tuttle, I know it seems like it's been a long time.
I
But
gave you your training,
appreciate
Sarah,
you.
when you came on.
I can't say I remember that, dear.
I know.
I thought we had some sort of training robot.
I'm pretty sure we did. This
I
doesn't.
could swear I was trained by a quaint little man who kept offering me biscuits, and they were just very subpar. So I swapped recipes.
Hey, moving on. I have a report here for Nelly. Nelly, I have a report here that it says you turned one of the high-stakes poker games into strip poker and ran the entire strip through the game, leading to almost everyone on board being naked when the pirates accidentally set off the napalm that Rex had rigged up with a tremendous amount of kindling. This would probably explain why the entire boat
It's just a
sank.
tremendous amount of documents.
Now, that's-
I'm sorry, I missed the question.
All right, I can reread it. Take a commendation dice for acknowledging it takes a lot of accountability to acknowledge that, but it says here you did turn one of the high stakes poker games into strip poker and ran the entire strip through the game, leading to almost everyone on board being naked when the pirates set off the napalm that Rex had rigged with the kindling, sinking the entire boat.
Okay, so like we didn't know, of course, that the boat was gonna go down, but there were several like high stakes dudes who were, not bad looking, who were ready to leave, and I knew it was important for the mission to make sure we had as much money in the pot as possible. And so yeah, I suggested hey, what about a game of strip poker? But you will notice that I never lost my clothes. So is it my fault they were bad players? Not really. And hey, they lost a lot of money too.
Which actually brings up a really valid question. Really valid question. for Trachea, it says here you fainted when everybody got naked. Did you lose track of the money? Is that when we lost track of that money as well?
No, I am diabetic. It's not a fun fact. It's just a fact. And I had low blood sugar, and I, closed my eyes for a bit.
It's okay to be embarrassed when you're out of your element, Cedric.
You
Like,
don't
it's
have to
totally
lie
okay.
about this. It's fine. I
No,
lost
a
that
lot
round of
of
strip
I
poker.
was supposed to stay
fair
on
and
the boat the
square.
whole time, okay?
A lot of people are
The
surprised
light
by adult
shining
nudity when
off
they
my
first see
naked
it.
body could easily have blinded anybody on that ship.
Oh no, that's definitely not what made me fall asleep.
I would love to take a moment here and give everyone a commendation dice, because I'm really seeing us come together as more than a team, but as a family. We're really helping to, it can be like, I get it. It can be awkward when somebody joins the team and you don't really know, but I'm really watching everybody step up. I'm really watching everybody step up to train the new hire, to really welcome them into the fold. And so I just want to make sure that everybody knows that Mission Control sees that and acknowledges it and celebrates it.
Yeah, we really appreciate you being here, Thierry.
I know. I helped modify the language about sexual harassment and inappropriate topics on sexual of nature and stuff like that.
Is
Yeah,
that
maybe
something
when
I
you went
should
to
have
Such
read?
a go-getter. Such a go-getter. Getting in there on your very first day. Thanos, I am so glad that you have let us know that you're diabetic.
It's on my tags every day I take it.
Well,
Will,
don't
that's-
worry, Thorin. Like, we're really good at making sure we accommodate all sorts of dietary restrictions around here, whether you're like gluten-free or nut-free or,
I know. I wrote the nut policy as well.
diabetic.
The
No,
nut
you
what?
also
policy.
allergic to nuts,
It's a great
dear?
policy.
No,
Are you
I
also allergic to
Some
nuts?
people like nuts in and
Did you
around
talk
their
to-
face, and that's fine.
Did you
We
talk
just
to
have to
Dr.
respect that
Johansson about
some
the nut
people.
allergy? Because she's got some really great advice about living with a nut allergy.
she helped me draft the documents.
All right, well, I guess.
Wait, are you allowed to get outside help to draft documents? That doesn't seem very
Oh,
like.
Actually, that's a
company
really
policy
good
friendly.
point. You're
Nelly.
new, so you might not know that. So I am gonna have to hit you with a citation for that.
Oh, I'm sorry,
Sure.
Thurman.
But
I
also
didn't mean
Nelly,
that.
you should really, be looking at. He's new. Like, we should probably try to give him a break. So I'm gonna have to give you a citation.
Yeah, I know,
for that.
Nelly.
I
Yes, it's really
understand.
inappropriate to get outside help with the work you're supposed to do.
It's okay if it's somebody within the company, though.
Dr. Johansson's on payroll.
But is she really?
You should go down and visit her sometime.
No,
Are you-
that's. I'm sorry. That's what
Theremin,
TikTok's
hold
for.
up. Theremin, are you talking about? You're talking about downstairs in the laundry room,
Where I
With
am
the-
right now.
where that lovely gentleman Popeye, who I have a date with later. I'll
Oh,
have you know.
exciting! I want to
Very
hear all
excited.
about
I'm hearing off
it.
his romance.
I hear
Okay,
he
well,
knows
you're
you,
gonna have
Nelly.
to dish.
We'll dish when it's appropriate. Are you talking about the mannequin in the broom closet?
You told me not to bring that up.
I'm gonna have to give Sarah a citation dice for dress code. There's no mannequin. That you're making things up, and I think we've got all I need here. I'm gonna go ahead and call this meeting and wrap it up. I think that we're good. I am gonna.
Cyril, honey, have another bite of banana bread.
I'm
It'll
gonna
do
have
you
another.
good.
I'm gonna have another bite of banana bread. Almonds and banana bread just feels like such an interesting combination. I'm just so.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
and-
definitely the most interesting
And
thing. in there.
Timon, if you could send me the meeting notes at the end, that'd be so great.
Yeah, sure. Of course.
Yo,
You're welcome.
All
Love
right.
you.
Well, okay. Give me a second here. I need a minute.
I think we've managed to not repeat ourselves, which, given the fact that this has been going on for 2 fucking hours and we have rapid fired it, like, holy
I'm
shit.
very
y'all.
pleased. All right. So now we're going to roll some dice and we're going to determine the actual status of the end game.
Okay.
Here's what I'm going to ask you to do. the first thing you're going to do is roll all of your commendation dice, and then I'm going to ask you to make a note. That don't add them together. You don't need to add them together. All I need is for you to like write down the numbers that you roll so that you can refer to A, the high number that you rolled from 1 to 6, and B, how many of that number you've rolled, and C, how many dice you're rolling total. Does that make sense? Those are the three things you're rolling for.
David, I just kind of need to know, do you have enough dice to roll?
No.
Because you have so many commendations. I feel like I have not been keeping track.
I'm doing it. I got all these dice out, and sorry, it's not enough.
I'm very pleased.
Wreck Hex Castle.
So yeah, once you've rolled those numbers, let me know, and we'll move on to the next step.
Wow, I just got a weird, creepy amount of 3s.
Okay.
All right.
I gotta record
But I gotta do my citations. Hold on.
Once you roll, just roll your accommodations for now, and then I'm going to explain what you do with your citations.
I'm not rolling citations, okay?
Oh, got them. Okay, so once you've rolled, you're going to roll your citation dice, and here's how citation dice work. They can either completely obliterate your dice results, or they can do literally nothing. You're going to roll your citation dice. If even one of your citation dice match one of your commendation dice, so all of those commendation dice that match that number go away. So if Hopper, if you roll one of your citation dice comes up a 3, all of those 3s go away.
I rolled 4 3s and a 6. So
on your citation dice?
No, on my commendation. I have
right.
one. I basically I've just been a real sweetheart this whole time, so I really haven't. I've just made sure that Cyril has had a steady supply of baked goods that are in no way suspicious.
Appreciate that. Yeah. So yeah, if you roll a 3, all of your 3s go away. If you roll a 6, all of your 6s go away. Otherwise, they do nothing.
Woo! I have 1.
All right. So then you'll get rid of your citation dice once you have removed any matching commendation dice, and then you will tell me what the number is that you have, like how many of the high result that you have. I'll walk through it step by step so that everybody can get the numbers that they can give me their numbers. Does that all make sense?
So if I say I rolled a bunch of 2s on my commendation dice, if I rolled a single 2 in the citation, all the 2s are dead.
2s go away. Yeah.
Got it.
Okay. So I'm left with my citation dice I rolled 6, 1, 2, and 4.
Mm-hmm.
So I have all of my 3s and 5s.
All your 3s and 5s are left. Everything else goes away.
Okay.
Okay, and you
Do I
just
need to tell you anything else about
number
my 3s and 5s?
I'm gonna run through everybody. I'm gonna go person by person and ask you for what you've got left, and just once everybody has got their math worked out. David, you were saying something.
Oh, that answers my question, I think.
Okay. Yeah. I will run through everything. So I'm gonna go through the table one by one and ask for.
I'm honestly not that much better at math than Rex.
That's fine. I'll talk through I'll ask everybody for what your high number is from 1 to 6, how many of that number you have, and how many dice you have left after you've gotten rid of your commendation dice. So Hopper, what is your high dice?
I have 1 6.
1 6 out of 4 dice.
5 dice.
5 dice. I'm
pretty sure I actually missed something in there, but that's what I have.
That works. Bill, what have you got?
I have 2 6s out of 6 commendation die total. Now, is that the number that I have after I've canceled shit out?
Yeah, after if any of your citation dice cancel a dice out, that goes away and your total number shrinks.
So I have 3 dice left, and I have 2 6s among them.
Okay, great. Pooja, what do you got?
I have 3 dice left, and I have a 5 and 2 3s.
All right, so you've got 1 5 out of 3 dice.
Mm-hmm.
And last but not least, David, what do you got for me?
All right, I got 6 dice left, 3 3s and 3 4s.
So 3 4s.
Yeah, a lot of dice left for someone with a lot of citation dice.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
All right.
You have rolled a shitload of dice.
Let me. I'm so happy. Y'all, I'm so happy. This has worked out so good. This has worked out so well. So the meeting comes back. Cyril sits down with a packet of papers. So we've run the numbers, and we've got some.
It's
some
those
follow-up
numbers
meetings.
again. You're that.
It's those numbers again.
You're
Actually,
doing accountant to them. I'm getting
Actually,
it.
Rex, can you talk to me? Can you talk to me off to the side for a second? I want
Sure.
We're gonna do these. We're gonna do these one-on-one. That for discretion. Rex, can we talk? Rex.
All right. Now I get it. You want to be close to Rex Heckcastle. You want to feel the heat. It's difficult through the screen, but I'm projecting it at you, Cyril.
I do.
And I want you to know that.
And I appreciate that, but also I want to say you are blocking my shit. You are ruining my chances, and I am so happy about this. I am so happy that you are done. You are done. The numbers came back. We are shipping you off to. I don't even. Hold on. Let me look what it says. But you're done. You're done. You got the worst score of everyone. You're going away to.
That doesn't sound right at all.
The New York office for a desk job? That doesn't sound right. You should. I need you to be off in like Antarctica. How are you?
Well, I've been to Antarctica many times. I killed a seal with my bare hands.
You have a 6-week stint as a desk job? We're retiring you from the field for 6 weeks? That's nothing. That's not fair. I'm so upset.
No, that doesn't seem fair at all. In fact, that seems like an incredible waste of resources. I should be out there in the field. I should be riding tigers, nude, on a boat. This is what Rex Heckcastle is good at, and everybody knows it.
Get the fuck out of here. Get out of here. Done with this.
Okay, you're using a very sharp tone.
Call in Nelly.
I can see that you're upset, and I'm gonna give you one good look at this ass on the way out.
I appreciate that.
Nelly.
Nelly.
Cyril wants to see you for some reason. I think it might be related to the meeting we just had.
Okay, that's like totally fine.
So, great news. You didn't score bottom. You didn't get the worst result. Unfortunately, we do have a report here that your clothing spending budget. Unfortunately, I tried, and I think that counts for something. But we did have to cut it by 90%.
That's so terrible.
Unfortunately, I know. But at least
such a terrible face for the company.
You're not getting burned, which is nice.
Oh yeah, I don't want to be like fire. That's not like that's only sexy like sometimes.
That's right. Yeah. So unfortunately, otherwise you're fine though.
Great. Thank you. And
great.
So I know you can't like help with the clothing budget, but like don't forget the other things we talked about, like like hair and face and nails.
I will see what I can do.
Thank you.
Can call in Sarah when you've got a second?
Oh, of course. I totally will. And like don't forget it's like Torsten's birthday, so like wish him a happy birthday if you can.
I thank you so much. I really appreciate you knowing, the new guy's birthday. It really means a lot.
That's what calendar reminders are for. And also
really...
like, hey, he totally put his birthday in my calendar without telling me.
That's so sad. You call in Sarah. Let's talk to Sarah.
Okay. Yeah, I totally. Sarah Lee, it's your turn.
Sarah, unfortunately, there's only really one position available, as you know. And we looked at the numbers, we ran the figures, and I know that we've talked to some people. We looked at the specifics of your contract. I know you're only here for a few months, but I just want you to know that we've reworked the terms of your contract. The position is yours. Congratulations.
That's so sweet.
We worked out a long-term arrangement. You are going to be a valued member of upper management going forward. The corner office is yours. The floor-to-ceiling windows. When Ray comes back, we're going to make sure that that the two of you get ample time to reconnect. We're really excited. This is going to be. We're entering the Sarah Lee years of this organization. And on a personal note, thank you so much for the basket of muffins. They are so delicious. That almond flavor is
Oh, that's so sweet, dear. You look very
I just-
stressed out.
I'm-
You should
I'm
and
faint. I just got kind of lightheaded. For
you
a
should
second,
take one of
right?
these. That maybe that'll counteract
Yeah,
some
I
of
think
the
that-
effects of all the stress.
I appreciate that. I'm gonna take a.
Yeah, there's a good boy. I appreciate you.
I appreciate that. I'm just kind of lightheaded. Can you call in?
Mhm.
Can you call in Tremont?
Yeah, Tremont. I'll grab him just now. All right. Be good, dear. Be safe. Don't eat anything strange.
I will. Hi. Hey,
Oh,
Taylor.
Thank
Taylor,
you,
thanks
Sarah.
for-
It's Taylor.
Taylor, thank you so much for coming in.
I'm really excited to have my first
I know.
field operation
And
conclusion.
I've got some great news for you. It's Taylor, right? Like I just want to make sure I'm getting your name right.
Taylor, yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Taylor, I'm not going to forget that. And I'm not going to forget you. And you know why? We ran the numbers. You had the highest performance score of anyone in the organization.
Oh, really?
In fact, I'm excited to share with you that, in fact, your performance scores were ranked so high that you have been deemed too essential to our agency for low-risk missions like this. You are being given, and this is such an amazing achievement to be given on your first day, you are being given Alpha 7 clearance. That is the highest
Oh.
level clearance that we give to
My.
anyone in the organization.
I've read about Alpha 7.
I'm sure that you have. So then you probably know what's about to happen. You know that there's a man standing behind you with a black bag. Unfortunately, like, we kind of have to. Can you just? And at that point, the black bag goes over your head. You are-
Taylor's body's just entirely limp. He's not fighting it.
I love it. You are dragged off into international waters, and for the next 2 years, you are physically and mentally broken down and rebuilt as a soulless killing machine and dispatched onto the highest lethality missions that the agency has to offer. Missions with approximately a 98.8% lethality rate. Congratulations, agents. Mission accomplished. I was so
Mission
happy.
accomplished.
I was so happy that Taylor was the one that was going to get dragged off to international waters.
It's super appropriate.
Honestly, it's what he always wanted.
I could not. tell you.
Also too high functioning to be here.
Yeah, right.
Loved it. I was so
Literally
happy.
nobody else has earned that reward.
Oh my
I was-
gosh.
Next time we see Taylor, he's like Krieger has turned him into like half man, half machine.
Yeah.
A cyborg
of course,
killing
you
engine
don't
from which
recognize
there is no
him.
escape.
What
and
is
we
this?
do not recognize him.
What is this monstrosity, Krieger? What have you done?
It's
I
Taylor.
don't know. It's kind of hot.
You've met me and met me and met me.
Oh no, I would
I
totally
feel
remember
like
if I
I
met
would-
somebody who was hot.
I would remember if I met a half robot man. And that's Gabe.
Shorts out.
That's Gabe, y'all. That's mission accomplished. That was
Jeff, thank you for making this game.
that was so much fun.
That was so much fun.
So can we real quick run through what everybody wrote in their anonymous briefings? Because
Oh boy,
and
yeah.
I do ask that
let's
we
open
do
that
David
one up.
last because I do want David to tell what happened because there is a thing that you may have picked up on over the course of the game that I want Taylor to go through and for David to go through last. Hopper, do you want to go first?
Oh, sure. Let me pull up my little Discord chat here. I went short and sweet, as is Sarah Lee's wont, and with just Nelly set off a series of I apparently can't write. So what it literally says is Nelly set off a series tiger which mauled 23 people. That was supposed to be a series of events.
Yeah.
It would be funny if you interpret that as like the Detroit Tigers went to the World Series and 23 people got mauled, but that anyways. And Tamlin was very sweet and fainted when everybody got naked.
I love it. Bill, what'd you put down?
I wrote down that Sarah Lee brought a whole cooler of unauthorized shellfish.
I somehow missed. I missed that.
And that Rex's sleight of hand to slip in a rigged deck in the last game was really cool.
Pooja, what'd you put down?
I put down that Rex was seen riding the endangered tiger Pookums that died, perhaps mistaking it for a bull, and his poorly accented yeehaw was heard several floors away. And then I also wrote that Cyril was seen tending bars suspiciously close to the tip jar.
And last but not least, David, what did you put down?
All right, so I wrote in that Nelly turned one of the high-stakes poker games into strip poker and ran the entire ship through the game, leading to almost everyone on board being naked when the pirates accidentally set off the napalm. Furthermore, I wrote that Taylor completed every secondary objective, convinced the bull to switch sides when he stepped away from the poker table, bugged the blind stud, and stumbled across the secret luxury suite where $sign was, in the process of that finding out his identity, rigged the tournament when the dealer was distracted, and won big after he stepped into the big poker game when one of the players mysteriously died from, of course, cyanide poisoning.
So there were a lot more. First off, David, like, I'm specifically mad at you because that meant that I had to call out Taylor like 8 more times. And every single time I'm
did
like,
that
I gotta find
to
another
make
name.
you do that.
How dare you?
You caught me.
But I was like, as I'm putting together, I was like, I gotta find spots for all of the Taylor callouts, and they were all very fun. Thank you all so much for playing this with me. This was such an absolute delight. This was
amazing.
Absolutely incredible. I'm gonna take this tie off because it is disgustingly hot.
Props to you for wearing that the whole time.
I know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a taco shirt. That was my contribution to the gravitas of this situation.
Well, thank you,
Y'all.
Jeff.
game-
Thank you for creating the game. Thank you for running us through the game. Thank you to all of you wonderful players, as always. And thank you to you, yes, you, watching out there at home, for joining us on ManaPot Studios for this Flights of Fandom Archer one-shot with Mission Accomplished. We will be back, same bat time, same bat place, on Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern next week with another exciting one-shot for you. Do we preview these? Do we tell the people what we're doing?
We do the week before.
Okay, great.
Give them a taste.
Which one are we doing next?
Just make sure you're not allergic to nuts when you're going to take a taste of the
All
next
I know
one.
is that I'm in it.
Okay, cool.
I'm also in it. I'm gonna be back next week. I'm so excited.
Wait, I'm not
I
in it. Do you want me
believe
to announce
we
it?
have a Hellboy one shot coming up next week.
So
And I'm
excited.
sorry if that's incorrect, and I'm giving everybody bad information.
No,
I
I
should
think
check
it's
the
correct.
calendar
No, that's
before
correct.
I started
That's correct.
saying an outro.
I have a prep session for the one after that, the day before Hellboy.
Yes.
Mhm.
And then after that, let's just announce everything. Let's get everybody
Yeah, it's
excited.
July.
You guys are getting a big scoop.
Our final one shot of 3-week one shot month is going to be an Agatha Christie one shot, where we will be solving some sort of mystery. Who done it? Who knows? But join us next week for Hellboy. A bunch of us will be back. You'll see some new faces, and with that, I'm going to throw it over to everybody for plugs. So let's start off with our illustrious Mission Control, Jeff.
Hello, my name is Jeff Stormer. I'm a podcaster, game designer, and the official art designer of the Olive Garden restaurant. You can find my work on, you can find me on Twitter at Party of One Pod. You can find my work at jeffstormer.com. And I also host Party of One, which is an actual play podcast focused on 2-player role-playing experiences. You can find that at partyofonepodcast.com.
Awesome. Let's pop up over to Bill. Bill, what do you got to plug?
Oh, well, I have to plug Invisible Sun, which is a show on this channel. It is currently on, we're in between seasons, and we'll be coming back in August. So check us out every other Sunday afternoon at 4:30 for Invisible Sun.
It's the hole in the world.
Well, The Hole in the World is the name of the show. The game is Invisible Sun. And I also want to plug Encounter Party, friends of the show, live action 5e Ravnica podcast. Do check it out.
Awesome. Let's go over to Hopper. What do you got?
I'm gonna plug Jeff's other show. All My Fantasy Children is super fucking rad, and I was literally listening to it today to deal with the stress of capitalism.
That's why we make the show, is to deal with the stress of capitalism.
It's so good. It's so good. You should totally check that out. It's a world building podcast where Jeff and Eric Katana Saez come up with some real crazy bullshit. But it's all contiguous. Is that a word? Am I making that up?
Yeah,
contiguous.
It's a real word, right?
Yeah.
It's one of those things I've never heard anybody say.
I made up that word. I wrote the dictionary.
Your lawyer nerd chimed me in to say contiguous is totally a thing.
Oh yeah, like I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that. I don't think I've ever heard anybody say that out loud. So
you don't do what I do, baby.
Yeah, no, fuck no. I'm a tree dork. Oh yeah, what's up? I guess I should introduce myself very briefly, or reintroduce myself. I am Hopper, your resident dumpster fire. I am all up in and around this channel, primarily on Flights of Fandom, and also with Bill over on the Hole in the World show, which I was so rudely reminding him of the title of. And also, if you're not done watching me be a real trash fire, tomorrow night for the ManaPot happy hour, I will be reprising my role as the beloved Noel Patrick Harris. On this week's ManaPot happy hour, as we deal with were rat mob shenanigans in Beast City, and it's going to be some noir bullshit, and I'm so excited for that. And I can be found on and around the interwebs at Fail Deadly. That is with a 3 instead of an E, because I'm a bad person, and occasionally I put out decent content as the Legend Tree. But that's it. That's all I got.
Cool. And Pooja, what do you have for us?
Hello, everybody. I'm Pooja. You find me here on most Tuesdays with a assortment of wonderful people, and I will be here next Tuesday for Hellboy. But other than that, I have done the incredibly smart thing of overscheduling myself for July. So buckle in. We're going into it. Tomorrow on the Craftic TV channel on Twitch, I will be playing in a 3-week or maybe 4-week playtest of Omen's Rising, which is a brand new game system that is coming out. I am one of the culture writers for the game, and my co-writer, I write one of the twin cultures with another wonderful writer. We're 2 of the players in the playtest, so it's going to be a really fun time. And it's my first foray into game writing, so I'm very excited about that. So that's tomorrow. On Thursday, I will be on Wandering DM's channel playing Sentinels of the Multiverse, where we are bringing to life a different comic book issue every week. So that's super fun. And then this Sunday on Praxagoria Thesmophoria's channel, the Romance of the Blue Rose comes back, where we play the romantic fantasy game Blue Rose by Green Ronin on Sunday evenings, and that's going to be super fun. And then, of course, not this Saturday, but the next Saturday, you can find me on this very channel playing a Book of Brethida with Krifu and a bunch of international ManaPot folks. And the only thing I can say is that we're playing Starfinder, which I've never played before, but it's really fun. And I'm playing a super bulky buff guard who sounds like Mickey Mouse.
Are you?
Oh boy!
Oh
yeah.
My God!
This is exactly what he sounds like. What they sound like, and they talk about how there's invaders in the temple.
Good.
Oh
Love
my
it.
fucking God!
Oh yes, my new thing. I torture our viewers with the different voices I can make.
That is awesome, and I love it. Yes, once again, I've been David. You can check out some role-playing games that I've designed, including some that we've played here on Flights of Fandom over at dbb-8.itch.io. You can also check me out on Instagram and Twitter at dbrunelbrutman. I will be back here on ManaPot. If you want to check out past ManaPot stuff, past Flights of Fandom flights, and other past installments of the various series here on ManaPot, you're going to want to go over to youtube.com/ManaPot Studios. We have an ever-expanding catalog of awesome actual plays that folks have recorded on the channel over there for you. And with that, I will thank everybody once again and bid you all good night. See you next time here on Flights of Fandom.